Hi, it's Kathy there.
Speaking.
Hey, Kathy, this is RJ Bates calling about your property there on Eversold that you entered on my website. You still looking to sell that property?
Yep.
Awesome. How much you looking to get for it?
$300,000.
$3? Oh my goodness! I thought I was getting a hell of a deal. All right, let's see. Tell me a little bit about what's going on with the property.
Well, it's way out in the country, and it's quite a distance from me, so I can't really take care of it.
Right.
And a tree fell on the roof. I had a roofer come in and roof it, and it leaks. So now it needs wallboard, and I just don't want to deal with it. I don't know anything about contractors, and it would be foolish for me to take it on.
I see.
You better let somebody that knows what they're doing take it on.
So they replaced the entire roof, or just the portion where the tree fell?
The entire roof. They charged me $15,000 to do it.
Oh, gee. And they didn't give you a warranty or anything like that?
Nope.
Well, that's pretty crappy.
Yeah. My son went to go over to talk to him about it, and they skipped town.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, normally you hear about that in like Florida and stuff like that, not Oregon, you know?
Yeah.
Jeez. Okay, so we got a leak in the roof. What about the rest of the house? I mean, obviously the house is vacant, right?
Yeah, it's going to have sheetrock.
Like throughout the whole thing?
Yeah, I'd say so.
Does it have mold?
I didn't see any when I was in there, but it's been a while since I've been in there.
Okay. What about like flooring and kitchens and bathrooms? I mean, I see the house was built in 2002.
Pretty nice grade of linoleum in the kitchen and the bathrooms, and it has a thick bamboo flooring throughout the house, with the exception of the master bedroom. And the master bedroom is like two bedrooms that are together. So
Okay.
it's pretty good size.
So did you used to live there, or what's the story behind it?
My daughter lived there, and she had brain surgery.
Oh, is she okay?
She's all right, yeah, I guess.
Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that. 300,000.
It's out in the country, so it's
Oh yeah, it's
10 miles outside, about 10 miles outside of town. And
yeah.
it's the second of the last house on that road. It's a gravel road.
Yeah, it's out there in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, it is, but it's real nice and peaceful. I mean, you can see deer up there. There's a family of deer you see up there all the time. If you like that country living, then it's pretty nice.
So I think your price is fair. I'm just worried about the location, to be honest with you. Just because it's out there in the middle of nowhere, and
well, there's a lot of people on that road. I mean, there's a lot of.
Well, I'm talking about like trying to get contractors to go out there, good ones, not the ones that skip town.
Yeah, I don't know anything about fixing a house,
Right.
That's why it needs to be sold.
Yeah.
My daughter moved over with me. I've got a big house. And that's a distance for us to go up there,
Yeah, you've got a big lot too, right? It's like 435,000 square feet.
It's pretty good size.
Is it just a bunch of beautiful trees?
Yeah, lots of trees. You don't have a whole lot of cleared area. There's a pretty well cleared area next to the house, but most of it's treed, yeah. But it's nice. I mean, if you like living in country living and being able to step out and see all the wildlife and I mean, that in that aspect, it's nice, you know.
Right.
There's probably a couple dozen houses on that road, but it's off of a main highway.
Yeah, I see that. If I said for cash, no realtor commissions, no closing costs, anything like that, I could do $270,000. What would you say?
I'd say, I'd say sold.
Okay.
Really and truly, I don't want to deal with it. It just sits there. I don't want to deal with it, and somebody needs to take it that knows what they're doing.
Okay.
It's got vaulted ceilings. It's got skylights. It's got 66-foot decks on the front and the back of the house. I mean, it needs somebody that knows what they're doing.
All right. Well, I think I know what I'm doing. I've been doing this for a minute now, so I think I'm the guy that you're wanting to talk to. So, if you're ready, I can send you over a contract right now.
Okay, send it to me.
All
My
right.
email address is Gamble Kathleen.
Got it.
There's still stuff inside the house. There's a piano in there. There's furniture in there. I mean, it needs somebody that knows what they're doing.
And you're going to leave all that there?
Yes, I can't. I can't do anything. I have arthritis in my knees, ankles, and feet.
I got you.
I can't do anything.
Okay.
And I don't know who to hire. After that fiasco with that roof, it'd be foolish for me to do anything else.
Yeah, I understand. Give me a second. I'm pulling open this contract now so I can send it over to you. What we're going to do is we're going to open up title at Chicago Title. And
Well, I don't know whether we'd have one of those.
it doesn't have to be local. They can send a notary to you. It's just who I use for all of our closings in Oregon. I've got a good relationship with her and title company. All they do, you know how title companies work, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So that's just who we use for all of our Oregon closings. So what I'll do is I'm going to write this contract up and just give me a second here. It only takes me a couple minutes because it's only 7 fill in the blanks. So it ain't that hard.
A lot of property, huh?
Well, it's what I do for a living, and I got a 10-year-old and a 5-year-old, and I don't know if you know how much kids eat. Well, you do because you had kids.
Yeah.
I gotta buy a lot of damn properties. My 10-year-old this weekend, I swear to God, he ate $500 in food. Like, I'm like, son, we're literally walking away from the dinner table, and he opens the cabinet and grabs a snack, and I'm like, you just ate dinner. What are you doing?
Wow.
And he's like, I'm hungry still, and I'm like, golly, dude. I can't afford you. I'm like, yeah, I got to go buy more houses so I can figure out what to do here.
Yeah, my son has to have a surgery on his spleen. So I just don't want to get away from the house. You know, I just want to.
Right.
You know, until we can get that resolved. This is just kind of way too much for me. I'm just too overwhelmed.
Well, hopefully I can make this pretty smooth for you as far as getting this deal closed, and you won't have to worry about it anymore.
There's a big container up there on the property, and she's got some stuff in there, and she's going to want to go up there and take that out. So I'll call her and tell her to get somebody to move it out of there.
Yeah, so we'll have about 30 days before closing. So she'll have, the next 30 days to go up there and get whatever she needs. And and even if you wanted to tell her like any of that stuff inside the house, if she wants to grab some of that,
Yeah. Yeah, well, she's not in very good shape herself. So
I got you.
Yeah, I'm just kind of stuck. But both my kids are not in very good shape, and neither am I.
Well, hopefully this helps you out and you guys can not worry about this headache anymore.
Yeah, it takes at least an hour to get up there. I mean, it's not that far outside of town. It's only about 10, 15 minutes to get into town, but, I live in a different town.
Right.
And I ended up with that property because she wanted to get a piece of property to live in, and she was out looking for a piece of property for my dad to park his truck on. And so I ended up just floating the money to the down payment to her. I gave her $30 to get going on it, and then the FHA came in and financed it. And then when she had to have the brain surgery, I cashed out the FHA. So that's how I got involved in it. Otherwise, I wouldn't have been.
I see. All right. So the contract is written. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to put in what's called Dropbox Sign. So have you ever used DocuSign before?
Yeah.
So it's the same thing. I'm just going to send that over to you. And then that way you can look over it and tell me if you have any questions. And then we'll be able to get this process started.
Okay.
All right. You want to hold on just one second while I send this over to you?
Sure.
All right, I am sending it over to you right now. You should have it in your email in about 15 seconds.
Okay, came through.
Make sure we got all the information correct here. So we got
Make sure that it opens up.
today's date, May 1st, Kathleen Gamble, my company, property on Eversole, 270.
Where are you from?
I'm from Fort Worth, Texas.
And why are you buying property in Oregon?
Well, you want to know what's funny is I met this guy named Patrick Brown from Portland. He was watching me on YouTube and he got me hooked up out there. I'd done probably 4 or 5 deals in Portland, but this is back in 2020, and that just led to Oregon becoming one of our best markets out there because Patrick and us, we became good friends. He eventually came on. Now he's a part of my company, Titanium Investments, and ever since then, we have great connections with Chicago Title. We've got the contractors, we've got the realtors out there. And so it's just become one of those things where now we do deals in Oregon.
So are you a flipper?
I am. I actually, funny enough,
It won't work for you.
What's that?
It won't work for you.
Well, why not?
Because it's got a bunch of stuff inside the house. It just needs.
That's what
you don't know what's going on with that roof. You just don't know what's going. I mean, it looks good. You just don't know why it's leaking, and you have to replace the wallboard on the inside of the house. Who's going to take that on?
Well, we have a whole team up there of people, but one of the things that I'm worried about is the location, getting some of them out there. But listen,
no, people love the country like that.
But before, no, I'm talking about getting my workers out there. But before I got into buying real estate, that's what I did was roofs actually. So roofs led to becoming a remodeler. Remodeler led to, hey, instead of having somebody hire me to flip these houses, why don't I come in and I do this? So I don't mind the work. I mean, honestly, this is what we do all day, every day. The roof is not a problem. We'll be able to figure that out. I'm not worried about that.
Yeah, but you got to dispose of that stuff inside the house.
I know. That's okay.
Yeah, because you know what? People just don't. They don't want to have to do anything. They just want to move. They want to move in ready. And this house is nowhere close to move in ready.
That's what we do. We're gonna come out. We're gonna fix it up. We're gonna make it look brand new.
Okay, I guess you know what you're doing, but I got burned really bad on that roof.
All right. Well, I'm gonna make sure that we don't get burned on. We're gonna figure it out.
Okay. I just want to be honest.
I appreciate the honesty. Most time people want to hide the bad and the ugly and stuff, but you've told me the truth, so we're good.
Okay, so I'll read this over. Probably my children will read it over, and then I'll send it back.
Okay, sounds good. Okay. Appreciate it, Kathleen. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Boy, she started getting squirrely with me there.